Today I like Dena Bank. That is looking good to me. Some good base formation has given a gap up open and has stayed above it. Dena Bank can climb to levels closer to 55 plus zones in the days to come. Stop below 45. The second stock that I like is L&T because BHEL has done well and L&T is forming a base. It's opened with a gap with a double bottom out there and stayed above it. I think L&T gives some time and space, can climb to levels closer to 760 plus zones. Have a stop below 715 and trade long. So for today, it's Dena Bank and it's L&T.
Where individual stock trading recommendations are concerned, I would want to buy Allahabad Bank in the cash segment at 71 levels. I would hold these long positions, so initiated with a stop loss at 69.75 and expect to book profits at 72.5 or end of the session, whichever comes first. My second trade would be a banking space stock again, and this time my long position would be in Andhra Bank, which I would want to buy in the cash segment at 51 levels, holding with the stop loss at 49.75 and expecting to book profits at 52.25 or end of the session, whichever comes first.
Our top two picks would be basically long in LIC Housing Finance. Now if you look at this stock has taken a multiple support around 156, 157 zone, and we have observed a very decent build up in last 2-3 trading sessions. So if the stock manages to hold above this 170 mark, then we are expecting the stock to target somewhere around 190, 195. So one can initiate a long position at current levels with a stop loss below 157 for a target of 195 levels. The second counter is basically Reliance Capital, which has again given a good breakout on its weekly charts above 330 zone. And if you look at the build up also, we have observed a build up of almost 7-8% in last couple of 2-3 trading sessions. So I think there's going to be a huge short covering in the stock, and we can see the stock testing somewhere around 370 zone. So one can initiate a long position with a stop below 325 for a target of 370 zone.
I would go with the buy in State Bank of India, stop loss of 1595, target of 1728, and this is not a call for the day, it could be for the coming week also. In case there is some correction, I don't see too much of that. One should use to buy that. I think the banking space has made a bottom and we will be looking for some more upside. The second one is a buy in Elder Pharma, stop loss of 348, target of 405. And for FNO traders, I have a call in the Dena Bank, a buy in Dena Bank September futures, stop loss of 4650, target of 5250.
Well, Nifty for the day needs to stay above 5589, resistance at 5627 and 5662, support at 5554 and 5516. Bank Nifty must stay above 9546, CNX IT above 8275. BTST from yesterday was Axis Bank was a buy with a stop of 270, target of 285. Axis Bank was a buy with a stop of 890, target of 950. Infosys was a sell with a stop of 3030, target of 2950. Fresh Calls Escorts is a buy with a stop of 80, target of 94. BHEL is a buy with a stop of 133, target of 150. Karnataka Bank is a buy with a stop of 81, target of 94. Orient Bank is a buy with a stop of 139, target of 154. Canara Bank is a buy with a stop of 205, target of 220. Syndicate Bank is a buy with a stop of 66, target of 78.
I have a buy on Hindustan Unilever. I think bounced back nicely from the short-term averages. Can be bought around 625 with a stop at 604 for targets of around 645. Exide is a sell. It's been a weak structure, but the stock price hasn't fallen below 120. The moment it does that, there could be a good technical breakdown and significant selling can happen over there. So sell below 120 with a stop at 124.5 for targets of 112. Infosys is a sell in the short term with a stop at 3056 for targets of around 29.20. I got two buy calls in banking stocks. IOB is a buy with a stop at 40 for targets of around 47. And Karnataka Bank is a buy around 84, 84.5 levels with a stop below 80. And I would look for price targets of around 94 over here.
I think we have witnessed around 200 points movement in Nifty, around 5300 on the downside and 5500 to 5600 on the upside. So unless and until Nifty does not sustain above 5600, we may see a level of around 5750 to 5780 on the upside. So I think if Nifty sustains above 5600, then only we should initiate a long call for a target of around 5750, 5780. So my first pick will be sell on Infosys. The price target is around 2980, keeping a stop loss of around 3120 and 3140. I think the way the rupee dollar has appreciated in last couple of months, which have benefited to our IT as well as for pharma sectors. If you look at technically, these sectors have overstretched, and especially Infosys, if you look at on a daily chart, the stock is in overbought zone, and I think profit booking may be seen, and we may see a level of around 2980 on the downside. So I'm initiating a sell call on Infosys for a target of 2980. My second pick will be by L&T. Technically, the stock is terribly beaten down, and it has bounced back from its crucial support level of 690, 680 levels. Good buying has been seen from the lower levels, and I think the momentum will continue, and we may see a level of around 750 to 760 on the higher side. So I'm initiating a buy call on L&T with a price target of 760, keeping a stop loss of 720. And my third pick is by KTK Bank. If you look at the price movement of KTK Bank, it has been trading in the range of 72 on the downside and 80 on the upside. And yesterday the stock has given a breakout above 80 level with a good volume. So I think the momentum will continue, and we may see a level of around 92 on the upside. So I'm initiating a buy call on KTK Bank for a price target of 92, keeping a stop loss of 82.50 on the downside.
Well, I have 3 buy calls today. My first buy call is on an ONGC, which is for a target of 286, keeping a stop loss of 245. Well, clearly, like all the other stocks had a euphoric session yesterday, ONGC had one too, but very few stocks have been able to stick their neck above their resistance levels. And ONGC managed to do that above 255, which is a very strong and crucial resistance for it. Given that situation, even if we look at the last 1 hour's trading of yesterday, the volume charts clearly indicate a bullish tone. The second buy call is on a Reliance Infra. I have 2 targets here for 360 and 370, keeping a stop loss of 330. One of the major reasons over here that I'm recommending a buy is because it was able to clock the 3rd September high, which it made of 355. Apart from that, there isn't any other major reason but purely trading into the momentum. The third buy call is on State Bank of India, which is for a target of 1700 and a stop loss of 1515. Well, State Bank of India is our sleeping giant, and although I do not advocate an all-out buy within the banking sector, State Bank of India seems to be in fine fettle. 2 major reasons why I would pick up State Bank is number 1 being yesterday's volumes, which was an inclining volume with price action, clearly showing a bullish tendency. And the second one being that it had clearly and comfortably taken out its resistance levels of 1550.
Okay, so you've got ONGC, Reliance Infra, as well as the State Bank of India that are being highlighted by Manish for today. But on that note then, let's also get you the latest as far as the commodity segment of the market's been doing, because everyone's keenly watching out the labor report that will be coming out.